Hello everybody and welcome to another unboxing. That's right, it's me, Aaron again. Thank you so much for joining me for another unboxing video. This episode we've got another Kyosho Fazer Mark II. This time it is the Mustang GTR. Now this particular Mustang GTR was part of a 40th anniversary celebration for the Ford Motor Company. The real version of this car, not the Scale RC one, came with a 450, 500 horsepower competition racing V8, and it was designed to be an absolute track weapon. So let's have a look at Kyosho's version. So here it is. On first impression, this is a different level of detail. Not worse, not bad, just a different style of detailing to the Pontiac GTO. So what we'll do for this unboxing and this review is just focus on the differences, what makes this a special release of the Fazer Mark II as opposed to everything that's come before it, like this guy. If you want to see the unboxing, running and review of the Pontiac GTO, we'll put a link in the description. Go check that one out, because this car still comes with the same brilliant, ridiculously long-range radio, speed controller, 14-turn brushed motor and waterproof steering servo and receiver. In terms of what you get with the car, you get the different wing mounts, a few shock absorber parts, a set of Allen keys, and a multi-wrench and some narrower track wheel hexes. And of course the radio. What you don't get are 4 AA's for the radio and a battery to power the car itself. You will want to get a 2-cell LiPo. The car is ready out of the box for a lithium battery. It can run a nickel metal hydride battery, but you're doing yourself and the car a disservice by that. Go for the LiPo and get a suitable LiPo charger for that battery. But where it differs is that this car is set up to be a drift car, and it really is. If you look at this thing, we've got this massive rear time attack style rear wing. More on that in a second. And we've got hard plastic drift tires to get this thing properly sideways. The other thing that you might notice looking at these two cars together is that the Pontiac has these sort of chrome accessory parts like the front grille and the wipers, and the windscreen parts are still clear, but they're a tinted window sticker over the clear plastic or clear Lexan. The Mustang, on the other hand, is a much more, I don't want to say basic, it's not the right word. It's a much more traditional style of detailing car. It's done with high resolution, realistic stickers, and the stickers over the windows themselves are not, they're not transparent, because I don't think this body is transparent. The way they get these incredibly pretty and complicated liveries on there is it's stamped into the inside of the entire shell. So rather than masking and painting, we've got these opaque grey windows, and that's either a good thing or a bad thing based on your point of view and personal preference. I think I personally do like the clear tinted windows better, but I know a lot of people don't like clear windows. So for you, hey, you got this Mustang. Some of the designs on here are really cool. The Kyosho logo looks like it's it makes me want to put on 3D glasses and see if I can see void stuff around it. It's also got a QR code that I'm going to have to scan and see what that actually does. I think it goes to their Kyosho's website. But where this car lacks some of the details, like the side mirrors or the chrome windscreen wipers, is this rear wing. It's not just a wing, it's actually the wing itself is a 3-piece design, but the way it's mounted, and that's exactly what these are as well. These are different wing mounts, and there's not just 3 different positions to mount it, one of which is a really cool, even more time attack than that, with the wing out really far back on the car and down a little bit lower. It actually comes with these little spaces, these little wedges that you can put, and you have 5 different positions, angles of rake for the wing. And it's that kind of race car stuff where we're really starting to see the difference between the drift spec Mustang and the more touring car on-road GTO. But it doesn't actually stop there to really highlight the differences between these cars. And again, why this one is special and interesting, gonna have to take the body shells off. So how are these cars different? Future Aaron, can you get a shot from top down while I'm talking about this? Thank you. So here we have the new Mustang here and the Pontiac GTO. Here it's immediately obvious the Pontiac has a longer wheelbase, which makes a lot of sense, being that it's a Pontiac GTO. It's a sort of land yacht from the land of freedom. And to match that, for scale realism, the Fazer chassis that comes with a lot of the muscle cars is a longer chassis, and with it a longer center drive shaft. The other big difference is, aside from the different plastic drift tires to grippy rubber tires, is that the track of which is the width of the tires, how far they set out from the chassis, is different on the Mustang to the Pontiac. That means that the wheels stick out further to fill the guards, and they do this with included longer wheel hexes, or rather the Mustang comes with the longer ones installed and gives you the shorter ones spare, whereas the GTO comes with the shorter ones and gives you the long ones as spare. So what does that do? The shorter wheelbase with a wider track is going to be more like a go-kart. Couple that with a little bit of rear toe-in on the Mustang that the GTO does not have, and we should get a car that really likes to go sideways. You know what I should do? Is I should dub some big V8 noises. Yeah. Whoa. Fucking like bonk. This is the thing with drift courses, is that as you drift on them, they become different. So the perfect corner changes every time. Oh, that was close. Why couldn't I do that for the close-up? See that? Perfect. Overall, I love the Kyosho Fazer cars. It doesn't matter if it's a long wheelbase muscle car or the wider sort of drift Mustang, or the El Camino or the Dodge Challenger. They're all just absolutely fantastic. The drift cars, this and the Supra, are awesome at going sideways. And the cool thing with drift cars is that there's not a lot of load on the drivetrain, on the motor, electronics, battery, whatever. You tend to get really, really good run times without having to buy a ridiculously expensive battery. And they also double really well as race cars in a bespoke Kyosho Fazer class, with these Solaris tyres here being the control tyre for many Australian clubs. They bolt right on, they look sweet, and the car handles really well with them as well. The only things that I would change about the car is it does have a plastic press-on pinion gear, which doesn't appear to be a reliability problem because they've made it out of good stuff, but I would still put on a steel pinion, and I would change the steering servo. While it is good, it does its job, it works, it's nothing amazing, and I don't think it'll be the longest lived thing. That's no criticism of the Fazer, that is a criticism of ready-to-run RC cars industry-wide. Ready-to-run servos are cheap to replace, and is the first thing that myself and many other people replace on their cars. The verdict is that I think any of the Kyosho Fazer cars, even the off-road Mad Van, are well worth money. I think they are well built, easy to drive, fast, fun, great handling, tough little cars. And I think they are a worthy addition to anyone's collection, including the brand new Drift Mustang GTR. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ask any questions you might have down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Work smart, not hard, isn't it?